Have a great one. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Spark. Hope you're doing fantastic on today. Hope everything is moving in the right direction for you and that you are up and at 'em and getting after it on today. I know without a shadow of a doubt that when we make a quality decision to move forward into great things move towards us. So that's all we have to do. We have to make a decision, get it set in our hearts and in our minds to move forward with greatness. And guess what? You will meet greatness in a due time. Listen, I'm super excited as always to share something with you. I think that's going to take you to another level, get you higher in your areas of success, whatever that area may be. You can use what I share with you to climb and to climb higher, and that is a great thing. So today I'm going to ask you a question. Can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? I know I already got it. Thank you so much. But that is the title of the lesson. Let me have your attention. And why do I choose to talk about that? Because of this right here. There are many things screaming, just screaming for our attention. I mean, we got children, we got the job, we got this, we got that, we got spouse, we got all these things are screaming for our attention. And when you understand that things that may be screaming for your attention, why they may be important, they could be a distraction which keeps you from the main thing. I like what one of my mentors shared with me. He says, David, keep the main thing the main thing. In other words, stay focused on what you should be staying focused on. And don't get off on it. Don't allow anything to get you off. And so I want to encourage you with that on today because I've discovered this right here. The great secret of success is to focus the attention on the feeling of the wish fulfilled without permitting any distractions. I'll say it again. Here is the great secret of success is to focus your attention, my attention, on the feeling. I always talk about feelings, on the feeling of your wish fulfilled is done without permitting any distractions. And you know, I've shared with you in the past that distractions come from our senses, the five senses. And as I said before, senses are important, but you can't let them distract you from the feeling of your desire, your wish, your goal, your objective, whatever you want to call it. Don't let your senses tell you that it is not so, and don't let your senses tell you or distract you away from the feeling of that wish being fulfilled. That's where the distractions come from. So, with that being said, we understand that all progress depends upon an increase of attention. That's right. I use the example of a laser. Now, light, when it's just out, it lights up and everything. But when you can take light like a laser and focus that light, they use laser beams because it's focused light to cut steel. And so if they can do that with a light, what can our attention do? Our human attention, what can it do? Now, when you think about that, it's another way of saying it like this: a double-minded man, a triple-minded man, or even a multi-minded person, they're unstable. They're not picking it up. They're not getting it. I want to encourage you on today. Get focused. Hold your attention up. I like this right here. We got to forget all those other things and we got to press towards fulfilling our mind with the feeling of our wish fulfilled, with the feeling of our desire fulfilled. I share with you over and over again. You can use your imagination. You can form thoughts, you can form ideas, and you can make them as vivid as the forms of life that you see right now. I like to say it like this: everything you see right now in this natural world, everything that you can Objectively see. I'll give you an example. This book, everything that you see, this book, this ruler right here on my desk, all of these things were an idea, a thought, an image in somebody's mind. And so what they did, they used their imagination, and this thing became, this ruler right here became just as real on the canvas of their imagination as it is in my hand right now. And what happened was, when they did that, now they had the wish of a desire of having that ruler, and they held on to it long term, and it was fulfilled. And that is the way you do it too. The world, as your imagination sees it, is a real world. That's right. Listen, how many times have you said, I can see myself in a certain situation or a certain circumstance, and you saw it? My point is this right here. You have to understand that your attention to anything is going to bring it into your life. That's why I say, let me have your attention. Now, here's something key about your attention. Your attention must be developed, it must be controlled, and it must be concentrated in order to change your world. Once again, it's got to be developed. Most of us are all over the place until we learn to develop our attention. And then a lot of us can be drug off here or there, or drift, as we like to call it, in our imagination and everything, and we can't control it. So the first thing you got to do is you got to develop it. I see attention like this. The attention is like a muscle. It must be developed, it must be controlled, and it must be concentrated. If you go, I like going to the gym. All right. When I go in the gym, I'm focusing on doing the work and working and exercises those muscles. And I have a mind muscle connection. I want that muscle to work. Why? Because I'm developing that muscle. In order to develop it, I've got to control it. And then I got to have concentrated effort in order to change or to reform my body. And I do that. I get in there and I develop that muscle. I control that muscle. I concentrate the effort towards that muscle, and my body has changed. And yours is the same way. Well, your mind, see attention as a muscle. And you do those things. And I'm going to give you some steps as I come to a quick close today on wrapping this up. I'm going to give you 6 steps of what I believe will help you to get there. All right. So let me set the stage before I go into this. Each night, or whatever time you decide to go to sleep, because I recognize some people have different shifts and times and things like that they sleep. But as you drift off to sleep, this is number 1. Each night, as you drift off to sleep, here's number 2. Strive to hold your attention on your desire, whatever it may be. Hold your attention onto it. Each night, you have to do this night by night by night, because what am I saying? We're developing it now. This is how we develop that attention. As we drift off to sleep, we strive to hold our attention on our desire. Now, what's going to happen sometimes, you're going to drift over to this and that, because you're going to think about everything that happened during the day. I want you, if you start drifting, this is number 3, bring it back to your desire. If you drift, that's okay. Drift off, but bring it back. Because why? Because we're developing it. And this is how you develop. All right. Now, I want you to do this over and over as you drift off to sleep. Just keep doing it. All right. So what I'm doing now, I understand that anything is developed by repeated habit or repeated exercise. So I'm giving you a habit and I'm giving you the exercise to go with it. Bring it back to your desire. And remember, it's the desire fulfill. Remember, you're in the desire fulfill. Whatever event that is, whatever it takes, you've used your imagination to create that. And so now, as you drift off, come right back to it. When you come right back to it, you are now developing it through repeated habit and through the exercise. That's number 5. Now, once you've developed it, This is number 6. You've developed it. Now you're going to control it. What do I mean by control? I'm not talking about control like, oh, or you're straining to make it go left, right. No. I'm talking about directing it. What do I mean? Now I can direct my attention to the desire, the feeling of that desire. Okay, I can direct it now. That's the control. And guess what? Now, because I do that over and over, I can concentrate my effort. And the more I concentrate my effort, the more I do it, the better I get at it. Excuse me. So now I'm at a point in life where I have given my attention to the thing desired, the feeling of the thing desired, over and over and over again. Now I have developed my attention. So anytime anything comes up from the sense realm that tries to throw me off, now I can control my attention. I can bring it back to that. I can direct it. And then I can spend quality time concentrating my attention on it. And listen to me and hear this. If you do this, I promise you that you will see the desire harden into fact in your life. I could write a book just on the things that I've used this with and what has happened. I want to encourage you to do the exact same thing. Now, you may have to go back and listen to this again because I know I jumped into it and I rolled right through. I don't like wasting your time. I don't like spending a lot of time with unnecessary stuff. I want to get it to you so you can use it and so you can become effective. I hope that's helped you on today. If it has, shout yourself out and say, yep, that helped me. All right. And then I want you to do another thing for me. Share this with somebody. We want everybody to be blessed. We want everybody to increase. We want everybody to be successful, not just us, everybody to be successful. Because watch this right here. To whom much is given, much is required. But watch this also. Whatever you have, sow it, and you will reap a harvest from what you sow. So I believe in sharing. That's one of the reasons I do this each and every week. I believe in sharing. All right. So let me have your attention. And when I say me, I'm talking about you and your human imagination, taking control and doing the things that you need to do in order to develop, control, and concentrate it. I hope this has helped you tremendously. If it has, shout us out. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, all those great places, Twitter. We're all out there. Follow us, and we'll just give you more and more stuff that's going to help you. But remember this right here. Remember this. You are the architect of your life, and I believe in you. I'll see you next week. Bye. All right.